Hello everybody, welcome to Kurdish lessons. Today we are going to do something very useful with you. So you see, I have opened a Zoom meeting with me, with myself. So we will be reading a novel in Kurmanji today, okay? So I will share my screen with you and you will see our plan for today. So, oops, not this one. So you see there is a book at the left side and my notes on the right side. So this book is called Şemo, like the Kurdish shepherd, written by Erebê Şemo, Şemo. Erebê Şemo, we call it Erebê Şemo actually, not Arab Şemo, but this book is really old. So there are some typos in it, but we will see. So in this book, there are two stories. So one of them is Şemo Kurd, and the other one is Kurden Alagoz, like Alagoz Kurds. The Kurds of Alagoz is a place. So this book was published in Beirut, called Chabkhane Nasar. And Peshkotan is like a proverb, like first sayings literally, and from translator, some sayings, and here our book. So in this video, we only will read only one page because I want to explain you grammar. I want to show you how do we use language, how to read, how to understand the book. This book is quite old and there are some typos, but I will correct them and try to explain to you, okay? So let's start from the first part. Of course, I skip these Peshkotin, Chandbotin and Wargar. So all the, this first part is from not Şemo Kurd, but from Kurden Alagoz, okay? So Erebê Şemo, the writer of this book, is one of the greater writers of Kurdish language. He was in Armenia. He was a writer from Soviet times. So you see how was the life at that time for a Kurdish family. It's like this book. It's about his memories from that time. Okay. So Bira Peshin is like first chapter. Okay, we say Peshin or Yakam or Awul for first. Okay, so Bira Peshin. Let's read. So first I will read the whole page and then we will go sentence by sentence. Okay. So the name of this part is Malbat u Zarotiaman, family and my childhood, or my family and my childhood. Okay, these men could be for both of it. Okay, we Kurds don't like to repetition, so we don't say Malbat u Zarotiaman, Malbat u Zarotiaman. Okay, so my family and my childhood. So I will read the whole part for you and then we will go step by step. Sure. Şemo شامل ji عشيرة حسني كردكي بي ملكبو د منطقة سرملي ده بري طبيعة حكومة ريفاني شواني دكر بشتي كوجنا ويمر شمو هر دو كورن خواه برو و درويش بخوره برن و جوه داره درکت دهم بیزه ده بوان هر دو زاروکن به هر دو زاروکن ره بره وچون جیره نه سانی بو برو هنگه سه و درویش جی 2 سالی بون جبخته ویه باش پیره جبو هلگرتنه تشتندن تونه بون لنزیکی قرسه دگونده آزاته ده شمو لجم یوناوکی بناوه تدور بو شوان. Let me make it colorful. لجم تدور بناوه نایمه کچکه بی کسبو شمو شامل خوست و کچکه جخوره بینه لی خادمه که بی دی و باف وک ملک آغای خواه تێ حسابکردن تۆدۆر دزانی و کورد ژنên xwe biperetînin an bo qelem didin ji lewre ewî jî Şemo şamil xwest ku du salan belaş pezê wî biçêrîne. Şemo carekê dî cavên xwe li Naîmê gerandin û ji bo jineke ew qastelal xebata du salan kêm dî û bi dilxweşî razî bû. Di nav kadînekê de bi kêfxweşî daweta wan çêbû. Naîme xweş bi kêrî îşên malê dihat, ji hiriyê rês dirist û binik çêdikir û jê jî merş dihûnandin. Her du xweşkên min çîçek û gulzar û ez hereb Şemo em di vê kadînê de hatin dinê. Diya min her du kurên mêrê xwe derwêş û biro diêşandin. Lê em zaro me gelek ji hev hez dikir. Şemo di zivistanê de li cem dewlemendan dibû rencber û li karên wan dinêrî. Zar û zeçên wî êdî pir bûbûn. Bi xebatên xwe yên rojê dê û bav bi zor em xwedî dikirin. Here in this part, the second tenûra me di nav kadînê de di zivistanê de carna bi rojan ve bê agirdima. Tu dewarê me nebû ku em ji ziblê wan sergîna çêkin û tevî kayê tenûra xwe pê germ bikin ji ber ku li aliyê me dar û devî nebûn. So it was the first page. Now we will try to understand the whole text together. Okay. So Şemo şamil ji eşîra Hesenî Kurdekî bêmilk bû. So the name of writer was Erebê Şemo. And here he is talking about his father, Şemo Şamil. Okay, his father is Şemo Şamil. Şemo Şamil ji eşîra Hesenî Kurdekî bêmilk bû. So Şemo Şamil from Hassani tribe, he was a Kurdish without property. Okay, milk is property. I'm adding here, milk is property and bay milk without property. So you can use bay like with everything. Mesela bay şeker. Okay, let me write here. Mesela bay şeker, okay, without sugar. Tamam? Bay şeker without sugar, or bay şir without milk, okay? Bay mint without me, bay te without you, okay? Bay one without them. So, the منطقة سرملي ده Shivani dikar. Shivani, not Shivani. That. So you will see many typos in this book, but we will correct them together. Okay. So in this sentence, the منطقة السرملي ده بره تبع حكومة عريواني Shivani dikar. So here, these بره تبع حكومة عريواني, it is like an extra information about this Surmali region. So منطقة is like area, zone, region. Okay, in the Surmali region, like which is before Bari, tabi'i hukumata Eriwane. Tabi'i, it is from Arabic, it is like eminable, like to bound, belonged. So it is like this region, it is this Surmali region before was part of Erivan government. Okay. Shivani Dikar, he was doing shepherding. Okay, Shivan is shepherd, and Shivani like doing shepherding. Okay, shepherding. Shivani Dikar, and it is Dikar because it is in the past, like in the past a period of time, okay? And we need to use continuous, like he was doing, okay? Or he used to do. So to make past continuous tense, you use your past stem with the. مثلا من دخار, I was eating, or I used to eat. I was eating, or I used to eat. Okay? And let's continue. Pishti ku jinawi mir, after that, so ko in this book like ku, okay, which is our dad. Pishti ku jinawi mir, after her wife, her woman died. Herdu kurenhe, both of his sons, herdu kurenhe, literally each to his sons. Bro u Darwish, these their names, Bro u Darwish, Bukhara Biren. So the verb is Biren, okay? Biren is to take. To take. So here Bukhara with himself. So he took both of his sons, Bro u Darwish, with himself. U jouer derket. And derketen is, of course, to go out, and it is just past tense, okay? Jouer derket. Jouer, like he went out from that place, he left that place, okay? So if you have an object with this derketen, like a place, so you need to use je, okay? Mesela as je male derketim, okay? I left the house, okay? Or as je kar derketim, like I left the work, I went out from the work, okay? And let's write here, I left the house. Okay. Yes, derketen, it was the verb. So the next passage. The hembeze de buvan her du zarokan re brevechun. Like hembez is hug, okay? In the hug, literally in the hug, buvan her du zarokan re, with these two kids, brevechun, they walked. Okay, let me write. It is b re ve chun, okay? To walk, okay? To go, breve chun. They walked. Jere nehe sani bo. Je comes from jouire or jere, jouere. In this book, it's for Şemo Şamil, for masculine, for a man, so it is jouire, for him. Nehe sanibu was not easy. For him, it wasn't easy, okay? Like to go with two kids in the hug, and they are very small, you will see. So, bro, henge se u darweshi du salibun. So, bro, in that time, henge is in that time, okay? Bro, in that time, 3, and Darwish was 2 years old. So, bro was 3 years old, and Darwish was 2 years old. They were very small. Jibakte wiye bash, pere jibo hilgirtne tishtenden tunebul. It's a very strange sentence. Jibakte wiye bash, literally, like because of his good luck, there was nothing else to carry. Jibo hilgirtne, like for carrying, tishtenden, other things, there weren't. So it is like there were nothing to carry. That's why he was lucky. Okay, like he was lucky that he hadn't have anything else. Okay, because only 2 kids. Because he was be'emelk. He was without property. This guy. Okay, Şemo Şamil. He was really poor. Okay, next part. Let's go. لنزيكي قرسي, like close to the Qars, near to the Qars, the Gunde Azate, in the village of Azate, Şemo lejem Yunave ki bnave Todor bu Şevan. So I think Yunav here, like Greek, Yunan, Yunav, like Şemo, like next to a Greek called Todor, became a shepherd. So Şemo started to work with Todor, like with a Greek person called Todor. Bu Şevan, okay, became shepherd. So look here, this part is very important. So when we say ev bu Şevan, it's like he or she became a shepherd, okay? Shepherd. So bu Şevan became shepherd, okay? So, but if you say ev Şevan bu, it was like he was a shepherd. Shepherd. Oops. Shepherd, okay? So the place of your bu, like change the meaning, okay? So bu Şevan became a shepherd, but Şevan bu was a shepherd. Be careful, guys, okay? So bu Şevan, he became a shepherd. Lijen Todor bnave naime keçeke bekes hebu. Like next to Todor, like near, like with Todor, okay? With Todor, there was a girl, but bekes, like without any person, alone, okay? Like orphan, bekes. Like literally without person. So there was a girl called Naime, bnave, called Naime, keçeke bekes. There was a girl, orphan, without anybody, okay? Şemo Şamil khwast ve keçke jkhore bine. Like Şemo Şamil wanted. So bine, it's from anin, to bring. Literally, Şemo Şamil wanted to bring this girl for himself. Ve keçke jkhore bine. Let me write. It is anin, to bring. When we conjugate, we say estinim, tu tini, ew tine, hun, ew tine. Okay. So he wanted to take this girl for himself. Le خادمك بده وباف وكملك أغاي خوتي حساب كرن. But so خادم is actually female servant, okay? A female servant without mother and father. So here the verb is te حساب كرن, which is passive form. Te حساب كرن. So حساب كرن is infinitive form, and the te is from verb haten, to make it passive, okay? So like a female servant without mother and father was estimating as a property of agha, okay? Property of like landowner, like the chef of the village. Agha is like landowner maybe, or landlord. Todor dizani ku Kurd jinen khwe beperetinen. Like Todor knew that Kurds like take their wives, their women, with some money, okay, which is qalendeden, or they give qalen. Qalen is like a price, or a dictionary said it is dollar, maybe, okay, here. So Jleure, that's why awi Şemo Şamil khwast ku du salan belash bazewi bicherine. So he asked Şemo Şamil to graze his cattle 2 years without paying any money. Okay, belash, like for free. Let me write. Belash is like for free. So this guy Todor, he wanted Şemo Şamil to work for him, like without making any payment, for free. So Şemo jarekedi chaven khwe lenaime geranden. Like Şemo once more have a look at Naime. Okay. U jibo jineke awqas dalal khabata du salan kem di. So D is the thing to see, or like to find. So Şemo, like he had a look at Naime once more, and for a woman which is that much beautiful, he found 2 years of work even less. Came D, like he found less. He thinks Naime is very beautiful, even he can work for her 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, okay? U bidil khoshi razi bu, like with happily, he agreed, razi bu, okay? Bidil khoshi razi bu. So Şemo Şamil agreed to take this girl and work for Todor 2 years for free. It means they will they are not able to make any money for 2 years, so it will be very hard for them. Let's continue. The Kadine kede bikev khoshi dawetawan chebu. So Kadin, I wrote here, Kadin is barn, like kind of small house. In a barn, like their wedding happened, literally. Bukev khoshi, with happiness. Okay, so they got married. Naime khosh bukeri ishen male dahat. So the verb is bukeri tatatant hatan. So it is like to be useful for something or to be good at something. Okay, so like Naime was useful for the house work. Okay. Jehriye rest drist. So hri is wool, res or res like woolen yarn, woolen thread, and resten is a verb like to spin wool. Okay. So she was spinning the wool from, like she was spinning the wool and making benek, which is rope, and from it jeji mersh duunandan, which is the hunandan. Okay, in this region, in the region of writer, probably they pronounce the hunandan, like the hunandan. Okay, and mersh the hunandan, like to weave a rug. Okay, like to make a rug or carpet. So Naime was making carpet. Okay. Her du khoshken min çiçek u gulzar u az Arab shabo am dve kadine de hatin dine. Like two of my sisters, Çiçek u Gulzar, and me, Arab Şemo, we were born in this kadin, in this barn, in this small house. Okay. So the verb is like to be born. Hatten dine. Dine is actually dinyaye, but a short word. Okay. So to be born. Mesela as le merdine. Hattime dinyaye. Okay. I was born in Merdin. Okay. Or you can say to liku hati dinyaye. Where were you born? Okay. So diyamen her du kuren mere khwe darwesh u bro de eshandin. My mom, so Shandon like to hurt. My mom was hurting two sons of her husband, Darwish Ubro, because these two boys, Darwish Ubro, were not from her, okay? Like she was a stepmother for them. ليه زاروا مجلك شهاب هزدقر. But we kids, we children, we used to love each other a lot. Okay, مجلك شهاب هزدقر. شهاب هزدقر. We used to love, we were loving each other a lot. Şemo, like his father. Şemo دزبستانه ده لجم دولة عندهم دبو رنجبه والكارن واندنري. So Şemo in the winter, like next to rich people, well, he was becoming, he was a rich bear with rich people during the winter. So he was working for them. Ranch bear is like, but like farm worker, okay, like not a jotkar. When we say jotkar farmer, it is more like the owner of the garden or field. But ranch bear is like they work for a landlord, okay? And he was looking at their works. He was taking care of their works, okay? Zaru zechenwi edi purbubun. Zaru zech, like kids, okay, kids and children. So his kids and children were too much anymore. Purbubun, like not or 1 or 2, 3, but there were 5 kids to take care of, okay? بخباتن خوين روجه دي وباف بزور ام خودي دكرن. So خودي كرن to take care of, okay? خودي كرن to take care of something. So like بخباتن خوين with their daily works. بخباتن خوين روجه with their daily works, mother and father. بزور ام خودی دکرن, like they were taking care of us, like hardly, okay, بزوره, like it was very hard for them to find food, to buy clothes for these kids, okay? بزوره ام خودی دکرن. بزور or بزوره, they're the same. So تنورا me دناف کادینه ده دزوستانه ده جارنا بروژان و به آگردمه. Pardon. I think you all know what is tanur, right? So it's like a stove, kind of stove to make bread, and you make fire inside, and like it makes house warm. In Merdin, our tanurs are outside of the house, but I think in this region it's inside the house. So like our tanur in the inside of the barn, inside of the house during the winter, sometimes like days, like how to say brojan, like for days, he like tanur was remaining without fire. Okay, so our tanur sometimes for days was remaining without agar. Dema is from mayin, okay? It's from to remain, to stay. And to daware man nabuku am jizble wan sergina chicken u tavikaye tanura khob pegerm bikin. Jbarku la ahliye ma dar u devi nabun. So here, two, it is like it when you see two, it looks like you, but please keep in mind that we have cho, which is like any, okay? So it says tu daware man nabu, like we hadn't any cattle, okay? Tu daware man nabu. Ku that am jizible one sergina chicken, which we make dung from their manure. So in like in Merdin or in other cities. So we make sergin. They're from dung, they're hard, and during the winter you use them and you keep yourself warm. Okay, it's like wood. Okay, it's like to keep you warm. So to daware man nabu, we had no any kettles. Okay, there was no any kettles that we do sergin dung from their manure and with tevi, like with hay, make warm our tanur. So the main idea is here they were really poor. They had no any kettles, and that's why their tanur, it was remain without fire like for days. Okay, and in the middle of winter, imagine it is really cold, and they had to like make themselves warm, right? Otherwise you are gonna die. So Jibarku, because Jibarku la'aliye ma, like in our side, dar u devi nebun. There were no trees and blush. Okay. Devi oaks, it is blush. There was no any trees or blush, so there was no plants, okay, to make fire with them. So now I will reread this part and we will see. I think you will understand more this time. Malbat uzarot Yaman. Şemo şamil جعشيرة حسني كردكي بملك بو دمنطقة سرمالي ده بري طبيعي حكومة عيرواني شواني دكر پشتی کوژناوی مر شمو هر دو کرن خواه برو و درویش بخوره برن و جوه دره درکت. دهم بیزه ده بوان هر دو زارو کن ره بره و چون. جیره نهی سانی بو. برو هنگه سه و درویش جی 2 سالی بون. جبخته وی باش پیره جبو هلگرتنه تشتندن تونبون. لنزیکی قرصه دگونده آزاته ده شمو لجم یوناوکی بناوه تدور بوشوان. لجم تدور بناوه نعیمه که چکه بکس هبو. شمو شامل خواست ویک جگه جخور بینه. لخادمه که بده و باف وک ملک آغای خود ته حساب کرن. تدور دزانی کو کرد جنن خو بپرتینن. آنگو قلن ددن. جلوره اوی جشمو شامل خواست کو 2 سالان بلاش بزیوی بچرینه. شمو جارکه دی چاون خود نایمه گراندن. او جبو جنکه او قاس دلال خواتا 2 سالان کم دی او بدلخوشی رازی بو. دکادینه که ده بکیف خوشی دعوت آوان چه بو. نایمه خوش بکیره ایشن مال دهد. جهریه رست درست و بنک چه دکر و جی مرش دهوناندن. هر دو خوشکن من چیچک و گلزار و از عرب شمو ام دوی کادینه ده هاتندنه. دیامن هر دو کرن میره خواه درویش و برو ده احشاندن. لأم زارو مجلك جهب حزدقر. شمو دزوستانه ده لجم دولمندان دبو رنجبر و لکارن واندنيري. زار و زچن وی ادی پر ببون. بخباتن خوین روژه ده و باف بزور ام خودی دکرن. تنورا ما دناف کادینه ده دزوستانه ده جانا بروجان و بی آگردما. تو دواره من نبو کو ام جزبله وان سرگینا چکن و تاوی کای تنورا خوب پی گرم بکن. جبر کو لعالی ما دار و دوی نبود. Oh, I got tired. So I will upload this book and these notes to my drive, and I will share the link with you so you can see it just under the video, okay? And I think we will continue reading this book, or if not all of them, but just some parts from it, because with one of my students, we read this book and we read a lot, like, and it's very nice to just see how was it by then. So you can write me whenever you have any questions, okay? And I will be really happy to help you. And yes, that's all for today. Thank you so much. Have a perfect Wednesday. Paka paka.